this is Nathalie from LineDotArrow from the Netherlands, and I'm here with the first week challenge from March. I showed you the papers already in a show and tell video. We have two full-size kits, these pretty pastels and floral scraps, and I also have backing papers, blank journal papers that you can print on the back side of any kit you have. Doesn't have to be only these, and you can switch them in your printer the way you want. They always come out great. There's no wrong side printing them. There's no real upside or a downside. So you can position them like so or like so, and I told you in the show and tell video. And I also have these pattern pages. The same goes with these. You can print them in any direction. They will always go well. Basically, I did that most for myself because I always have issues getting them lined up. The first week challenge papers are 4 sheets. And I have these, like the kits are also in A4 size and US letter size, but I have these also in A4 size and in US letter size, and I will add them to the album section in the Facebook group. They are for free in the Facebook group. I will put these in my Ko-Fi too, for those of you who don't are on Facebook or not a member of the Facebook group, but do want to play with the papers for a very small fee. So they are for free in the LineDotArrow Facebook group and for a small fee on Ko-Fi. But I will not add these today because it's rather late over here already, and I'm in the middle of taking a kitchen out to get a new kitchen in. My house is a mess and I had a terrible week. I had a good week, but also a terrible week. Everything goes according to plan, but I will tell a little bit more about that. This is the first sheet. Some frames. You can turn this into a card or to a pocket. You can add this to anything you want, some fussy cut items. And then I have this paper. I created something that would go well with any kit you might use from the challenge kits for March. And this is a patterned paper, and this is also a patterned paper. Very bright colors. We just have the February challenges with a lot of bright colors, well, pastel and pinks and blues too. Actually, the initial plan was to have blue this month, but due to another collaboration that one of the Facebook group owners committed herself to, that is running in one of her groups, well, in all 3 groups I think, that was also blue, and I didn't want to mix up those papers with my papers because I don't want to interrupt anybody's collaboration, but that meant I had to change. Otherwise, we would not have 6 groups joining these challenges. So, and we always do 6 groups. So I tried to change it, which I managed. I had a few of these already on my, not these, but the kits on my on my laptop. I'm tired. I'm sorry. The challenge. I found this box today while I was changing my ink. And these are to put in bread. Sorry, I had a little interruption. But I found these. These are to put in your lunch. And it's just a paper bag. And I thought, maybe that's a fun challenge. Decorate a paper bag. Because I have so many of these. Obviously, I never put my bread in. I did wrap little gifts in here when I sent them out, when I sold my journals. I still sell my journals, but no one's buying my journal. So I don't do that anymore. But yeah, you can even turn it into a little journal maybe. That's also fun. But yeah, let's just, for the sake of this challenge, use one of the bags and create a decorated bag. I'm just going to cut out, I'm going to cut out this on camera while I'm crafting, and I'm just going to take this away so I can actually craft. So we have a few papers to play with. I was thinking, because it's a very tall bag, I think it's a little bit too big. So I was thinking, should I fold it? And I was interrupted again. But I'm going to fold it over here, and then another time a little bit higher. I'm going to show you how high I'm folding it. So I have this, and this is what I want to cut off, or in this case rip off, tear off with the tear ruler. I don't like this. Maybe I can do it again. You know what? I'm just going to throw this one away. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to fold it over here. I want this to be my flap. So this is going to be the flap. And let's tear it the right way. So yeah, I'm going to give you an update on the kitchen. Things go well. Like kitchen wise, the kitchen is taken down. The furniture is out. We have repaired the walls. Well, I didn't do that. A guy did. It's now drying, and then we have to do some prep work to do the wall painting, and I bought a lot of supplies, and we had some issues with, I'm going to cut this while I'm talking, we had some issues with power being cut off because of the new electrical, well, I don't know how you call these in English. We call them stopcontact, where you plug in when you need power. And because of that, the internet modem broke down, so I had no internet. Then after that, the panel that actually you use to set the heater didn't work, because the power was switched off so many times. Yeah, so we didn't have any heating, which we obviously need desperate now to dry all the walls, because it needs to be dry before the new kitchen is being installed. Otherwise the cabinets will be ruined very soon because of the wet kitchen. We also bought a new oven, because the other one, well, it did work, but it yeah, that was basically a we just wanted a new oven. This one was rather old, and you couldn't clean in between your windows anymore, and it was a special oven that cleans himself. It has a program that it's going to be clean, and in between those windows there was dirt, and you can't open those windows. Normally you can, but in that oven you can't, because otherwise that program can't be used anymore. It's pyrolyse. I'm not sure how it's called in English, but it's cleaning the oven itself. It is a very good program. I know I have a scan and cut somewhere in my craft room, because there are a lot of things stored here. So yeah, I couldn't find it, and yeah, I'm very tired because I was off from work for 3 days. The 2 days that I usually don't work and an extra day on Wednesday. Had to work on Thursday and Friday. It was a little bit busy because we had some catching up to do because of a co-worker being on holiday, and also we had a training a few weeks ago, 1.5 weeks ago, and we still have issues with that. Well, I think that is why I'm a little bit behind at work, which I absolutely don't like. I just want to have everything under control. And yesterday after work, I wanted to go home and then go to the, how is it called? Where you buy all your supplies to paint and to do wall covering or fix your garden, set up a new wall. I ordered some stuff and I was on my way, but when I drive home, I am, well, where the farmers are, and there are sheep. And where I drive, 9 out of 10 times, a sheep is on the other side of the fence, eating from the grass. Also, I see sheep get stuck in the fence with their heads. I've seen that a lot of times, so I stopped. Usually I stop and try to take the head out because I think it's sad when a sheep is being stuck. And I will add a photo so you can see what I mean. But this sheep was big. He had a very big head, and he was stuck in the gate, but also had the whole gate wrapped around him, and also the pole where the gate was attached to. It's like a wire gate that comes on a roll. It's flexible, and yeah, there were a few other ladies also, and we tried to pull his head out, but he got wild. And yeah, he was scared, I think, but his head was so big. I was wondering how it ever got into that gate. So we tried to call like the animal ambulance. They wouldn't come. They said, no, you have to call the police. But because it was also a matter of safety, because if all the other sheep will go outside the gates too, they will be on the road, and on that road there's no lighting. So at night it's very dark, and when you hit a sheep, it's sad for the sheep, but it's also it's dangerous. So I had to call the police. Then the fire department was on its way to rescue the sheep and close the gate. And then all of a sudden a farmer from that area arrived, and he freed the sheep because of course they have tools in their cars. I don't have that. And he freed the sheep and sort of fixed the fence, and he said, well, we have a chat group, and we will alarm the owner of those sheep that his gate is broken and that we had to save his sheep from getting stuck. Which means I was home 1.5 hours later than I planned. So I didn't go to the hardware store, that's the name, the hardware store, to collect my things, the paint and everything. I just went home because I also had to eat. And yesterday in the evening I did all the printing, and today I did more printing. Also made the video for the show and tell video. Then I had to come up with a challenge, and I had to make the challenge papers, which I did. As you see, I'm now cutting them out, and I do see I need to change something because I think, where is it? Oh, it wasn't printed well because this was sort of cut off, but maybe I cut it off myself. I will have to check and fix it. But yeah, it was the sheep story was yeah, I don't understand why they make the gates that size that a sheep he can put his head in and get stuck. Why don't they make them smaller? I don't understand. And also I don't understand, there's no grass growing. They're all winter. And I know they have like a fur coat from themselves to keep them warm, but there was not enough food like grass. So they tried to pick it on the other side of the fence, of course, because no one ever eats there. So there's more grass to eat. But they keep doing that. I think I already stopped like 10 times to free another sheep because he had his head stuck. And also I can send out an alarm when I'm driving on my navigation system and report something on the road. And then I have to say animal on the road. But I do that a lot. So, yeah. It's not, I don't think it's very nice for those sheep. They get stuck so often. But I'm not a farmer, so maybe, I don't know. I just have cats and I just want to cuddle my cat. I was talking to the sheep too, and I was petting his head and telling him things would be okay because he was very confused. And there was one lady who had a sheep of her own, so she knew how to handle, and she started pulling his leg from behind. And then she fell and the sheep went kicking, of course, because he was thinking, what are you doing? But the way she pulled that leg, I was thinking, okay, this is not very friendly. I don't know what they do. I hope not all farmers do that, but it looked very painful to me for the sheep. But again, I am not a farmer. I have no idea. But the sheep is rescued now for how long it takes, because I think he will try it again because they are very hungry. They don't have enough to eat in those, how do you say that? I don't know what it's called, but behind the fence they eaten all the grass already. So yes, I know I said the wrong word, but I'm very, very tired. I really am. And I don't want to complain at all because I'm getting a new kitchen and there are worse things to be tired from. But I am very tired. Also, my body is hurting because, yeah, you're constantly doing things you don't do all day. Breaking down walls, carrying things around the living room that are heavy. Because I don't want to let my husband do it all on its own. My son helped a lot. He was so helpful. We're so grateful. He took a few days off and he helped a lot. So yeah, so happy. But yeah, I finally cut out all those elements and I could talk to you a little bit about the sheep with the stuck head. I will add in the picture. I will add it into the video and then you can see how terrible it was. Not sure if you can see on the screen, but look, his head, when I took the picture, his head was in one of these squares, but also to a second layer. So there were two layers and it was over his body and the pole was just hitting his head every time he moved. I thought it was so painful to see and I felt so sorry for him, but I will add a bigger one in the video. But yeah, I was home very late because here it's still daylight, but when I left it was completely dark. It took so long to save him or her. I'm not sure if it was a boy. I think it's a her. I don't know. But yeah, this is the sheep I was talking about. Okay, let's continue with the little thing. The little decorated paper bag. I really have to think about what I'm going to say. And before I do anything, I'm just going to do some inking. Yes, and about the challenges, this is the first week challenge paper. If you post in the Facebook group that are hosting the challenges, I think I'm using a red, the wrong thingy. Well, I am already this far, so let's continue. But if you post in the Facebook groups hosting the challenges, you need a hashtag to be entered, and the hashtag is LDA March Challenges, and LDA stands for LineDotArrow. I didn't have a catchy hashtag this month because my brain was in overdrive. So this is what I came up with. I thought it was very clear. Challenges for March, we use a March hashtag. And you can post in, of course, in LineDotArrow. There are, and these will be for free in LineDotArrow. You can also post into Sister Gem, Sophie's Crafty Corner, Sweet Pea Papers, Junk Journal, Tutorials and more, and Junk Journal and Papercrafts. So obviously on a paper bag you have a pretty side and a not so pretty side. And I'm going to work on a not so pretty side, because if you decorate it over here, you will have a pretty side here and over here. I'm just going to add, I think I will go for the green, and I'm not going to be very precise with cutting. I'm just going to rip. And if you don't have a ruler like this, you can also use a regular ruler. That will work too. And in case if you don't have a paper bag, you can create your own paper bag. You can do that from baking paper, like the crispy paper that you use when you bake, like on a baking tray. That has the sound of this bag too. Or any paper you have. It could also be a music sheet or a book page, even a paper from the free challenge papers. It can be anything, and it's quite easy to do. Maybe I can just show you real quick how you can do that. I didn't even have my glue ready. But now I have. Yeah. So just going to glue this onto the paper bag. I think I want it like this. I think it's a little too tall over here, but it's just, you won't even see it. Okay, so we have this. I want to put a frame on. I'm absolutely positive about that. I like this one. But I don't like the edging, so I'm going to cut it with my favorite scissor. You could also whip it or leave it as it is. That's an option too. And also, yeah, if you use the free challenge papers and you post with the hashtag LDA March Challenges in one of the participating Facebook groups, and I have a link tree down below to all the Facebook groups, then your post count as one entry. And sorry, I had to change the camera a little. Basically, that means your name will be in the name picker wheel one time. If you use one of the kits or all the kits, your post using the hashtag will count as 2 entries. So if you purchase the kit, you have 2 entries. And if you just use the free challenge papers, you have 1 entry. That's basically how it goes. I think it needs something. It needs something. It definitely needs something. Am I going to do it like this? No. Yeah. It's good to do some crafting. But yeah, I am not, I don't feel like 100% energetic at this moment. I'm really tired, but I don't want to complain about it. But it's a huge impact, a kitchen in your life. So if it's gone, your life is sort of, well, not the same. It is working very different because you don't have that special area where you all cook and have dinner around, and it's a very central spot in your living room. So yeah, you do feel when it's no longer there, but there will be a new one. So I'm debating if I want to use this green. I think I will do that because I absolutely love this green. Yeah, let's go for the green. Okay, let me first I need to poke some holes. I have this one. Yeah. But yeah, I hope everybody is okay. The winners drawing for February will be done tomorrow in all those Facebook groups hosting the challenges. And just like we are doing this month, there will be 5 drawings in each Facebook group. And each drawing is 1 kit as a prize of your choice. But having that said, the new challenge papers are not an option to pick from. So that those are excluded from picking when you won a prize. And I also would like to ask everybody, if you won a prize, could you just respond as soon as possible, because it's very difficult to check all those things weeks after you won. Usually within 2-3 weeks it should be done, well, preferably in 1-2 weeks, because I do not send out prizes after longer than 4 weeks anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. I can't track anything anymore. It's a lot of work. We spent 4 weeks doing the challenges, so I assume you will watch the video when the challenge is over, and then you can claim your prize if you want a prize. Don't take too long, please. It's very difficult for me to check and keep track of everything. I'm just going to ink this a little because I think it's very pale. Oh, I'm just chatting a lot that I forget to glue on that's just me not being completely functional today. And I really want to go to sleep after this, because tomorrow is a busy day. I have to do some sanding and painting. Yeah, I wanted to put it completely behind the whole frame, but I forgot to add it, so I'm just going to glue it over like so. And I doubled the layers, as you can see. And I need to add a little bit more glue. My initial plan was to do a live video and announce this like a few hours before, so everybody could join in. But then I thought, well, I'm very tired, and live video is very intense, very fun, but for me very intense. I haven't done a lot of these. I think it's hard work. I'm not sure why this is not sticking. Probably need to add a little bit more glue. But yeah, the live video, I think, no, it's not going to work today, as I'm very tired. Please stick down. Don't make me re-glue again. It's only here over this spot. That might be the only downside from the glue press, that the glue is a thin line, a very, very thin line, which is most of the time very handy, but in this case not. Okay. I'm just let me see. I think maybe a piece of washi over here. Yeah, I'm just going to add a piece of washi over here. See, I have this one. Not really the color. What else do we have? Oh, I also have script. And I'm also going to put a little bit of the washi here. And maybe a little bit of the pink. This is all, no, not all. The script is not Tim Holtz, everything else is from Tim Holtz. And I don't use this enough. I just have it here and I need to grab it more often. And I forget. Then I want this on here. A bit over here. I want this one. I want this one. I wasn't sure, but I want the pink one. You can create a decorated paper bag for the challenge, but you can also create anything else you want. It doesn't have to be exactly this. You can do anything you want. Maybe I want to add, no, this one maybe. No, 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 not going to do that. Then I have bags, not bags, pockets. And I'm not folding them exactly on the folding line, I know. I think I want this one. Not going to use that one. And normally I back my tags, but for the sake of the video I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to back them later. That's okay. Also thinking about adding this one over here. Yeah, I'm going to glue it on. this one here. Not sure if I want to add this too. Nope. I think I want to add the back over here, but also want to do a little inking on the back side. And add some of the washi over here too. So let's do that first. Because it's kind of boring now. I'm just sticking it where I think I need to stick it. I'm not really thinking through. As long as it sort of creates a border, a frame, I'm okay with it. So I have no idea what I'm actually doing. I'm just sticking it on, pleasing to the eye. And I also want to do some stenciling. I just grabbed a stencil, the first one that I could find in my drawer. Didn't really want to think too much about how and what. Just grabbed it and yeah, we're going to use this one. But you can also cover this with the book paper or music sheet or whatever you want. I just wanted to do this. My husband is in the room next to me watching television on bed because we don't have a living room at the moment. And he is coughing. I'm not sure if you can hear it on camera. I can hear him. Just hope he doesn't become ill. That wouldn't be fun. Yeah, in case you hear him. Oh, I lost the washi. Of course, I need to glue that down. Not going to do it today, but usually you have to stick it down with some extra glue. I think you hear him cough. Okay. Oh, don't cut my finger. It's a serious cough because he's still doing it. I think I have to check on him to see if he's okay. Checked on my husband and he was sort of choking because he was eating chips. He said, yeah, you didn't respond, so I didn't grab you any chips. Well, I usually don't eat a lot of chips. But we bought one bag. I think it was like 4 days ago when we were very tired and we really wanted to eat it, but we saved it. it was still there, but yesterday my husband said, tomorrow I'm going to eat the chips. And he choked on it. It's not funny, but yeah. So it's not getting ill. He just choked on a piece of chips. And he didn't get me any because I didn't respond. And he knew I was filming, so I don't know how I should be able to respond or eat chips while I'm filming. But so I just hope I have a little bowl left for me, that I have some chips too. One of the kitties is outside. Oh, they are so confused, the little boys. They can't go in the living room because the living room, the dining room, and the kitchen is all in the same area. So they are banned from the living room, and I don't think they like it. Okay. To be honest, I really like this one on the front. I like this a little bit more than the other one. Should I change it? Or not? No, I'm not going to change it. I'm not sure if I want to create a closure for this, but this is the back. I think I will put a clip on. Or at the top maybe. Yeah, at the top is maybe better. Like so. And I'm just quickly going to show you how you can create a paper bag from any piece of paper you have, in case you don't have a paper bag. Yes, these, I didn't use these, but these are fun. Let's take this. If you, let's say I want to make a paper bag this way. Now I'm going to create a smaller one. Let me see. I just fold it over here. It's not straight. And then fold it over like so. This is going to be your bottom piece. And just fold it, and then you can cut. You can cut this like so in an angle. Cut this in an angle too. So it goes like so, this goes over, so this can be the bottom part, and then you can make it as tall as you want. And I think I'm going to create it like so. I can actually create 2 pockets out of this one. And how you just glue over here, And over here. And then your bag is finished. I can decorate this. So I want to add a piece of lace. Do I want to add blue? No, I think that's a little too much. All those scissors. Just put on the I put the lace on the wrong side. It should have been on this side. But it's okay. I'm going to fold it this way. Obviously, I do need to glue this together. I forgot to do that. I'm also just going to do this. Create some sharp edges. This is always a struggle. I'm just going to do this. I thought it would be that way. If you have too much glue, it will stick on your hands. If you use not enough glue, it will not stick on the paper. It's always something. Maybe. Oh, it's just not my day today. I'm just going to ink this and then I'm going to glue it on and we will see. Because if I press this over, it will stick. I hope. Yeah. And I wanted to glue butterfly. Where do I want it? Over here. And I also want to glue this on. Oh, still wet. Over here. And I'm going to punch a hole. If I can manage to do that. Yeah. I do not have enough room to actually craft this way. It's crowded on my desk. Okay, I need to press down the eyelet just a little bit more. Yeah. I need a rope, a piece of rope or twine. I want to use blue or white. I think the blue can work. So I'm just going to wrap it. It's not as easy to tie it, but I don't want it to be, well, I'm just going to leave it like this. Otherwise I can't open it anymore, I think. Or I need to do this. The struggle is real today. Like so. It's too short. Just going to do it like this. Now, this one doesn't have a closure. This one does. But this is what I created today. I know it's not the most spectacular thing I did, but I did have fun. And that is so important today. Because, like I said, I'm really tired. But I really wanted to start off the challenges. Do I have a paper to put it down on? No, I do not. Well, I can do it like this. Cheat a little. But this is what we created. And you could add more things. You could stamp a little, do spraying ink. Yeah. But I hope I was able to inspire you to create a fun little decorated paper bag or create your own. I will upload the challenge papers in the Facebook group. I will upload these tomorrow on my Ko-Fi because after this I really need to go to bed. And the challenge will be uploaded tomorrow in the Facebook group too. I don't think I will be able to make that one today. But I really want to put out the papers and do the challenge video for you so we can start. So this is the first week challenge. make sure you get them. And the new month also started today, of course, and I had to do the monthly challenge, but I will do that hopefully tomorrow, or otherwise it will be on Monday. I'm so sorry I'm late, but I don't know how to handle this all in such a short time, because I really needed it. Was a big switch for me to go from the blue kits to completely different papers in a very limited time. But here we are. I hope you liked the video. Leave a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and maybe you want to leave me a comment. And I hope to see you in the Facebook group, and also I hope we will post in all the other Facebook groups and join in with the challenges. This is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, stay creative. I hope to see you the next time. Greetings from the Netherlands. Bye bye. Bye.